最后登机广播。
There's nothing like a 4-hour layover in an airport at 5 a.m. after a 12-hour red-eye flight that took off at 1:30 a.m. And you've got the energy level of a broken Roomba and a digestive system like a Labrador that ate a set of Legos. Yeah. On top of that, you've spent your last 3 nights at your parents' house where you can't even decide what to eat for dinner because everyone's trying to be too polite. Definitely true what old Benji said. Fish and guests get stinky after 3 days. Hey guys, it's Jordan O'Leary here. I'm at the Taipei airport on a 4-hour layover on my way to Bali.
旅客，请立刻游。
And I just wanted to show you this awesome thing they have here, which is a goddamn shower, man. And it's free, which is great because this looks good, but my God, no. I don't get it. I don't know why people don't use more of those showers. There's always one available, and there's just billions and billions of people here, as you can see. I had myself a little nice little lunch of beautiful black truffle noodles. I highly suggest it. Highly. Get yourself over to Taipei Airport and get some black truffle noodles. First up, the airplane toilet flush. We've all been there. You finish your business at 30,000 feet and hit that little silver button only to be greeted by a sound so terrifying it feels like the plane itself is about to collapse into a black hole. It's common knowledge that if you're sitting down when that vacuum engages, you might just get sucked in, tossed into the pipes, and sent out the side of a plane like some forgotten luggage. Why even risk it? Then there's the waste itself, blue ice. You know, that stuff that allegedly plummets from airplanes and lands in some poor person's backyard like an unwanted meteor, asteroid, whatever the fuck. Airlines just dump their waste mid-flight, and it freezes, turning into this horror show waiting to ruin someone's barbecue. And let's not forget the big one, the cabin door, that huge, beautiful lever that you just can't help yourself but feeling that you want to yank that thing and see what happens. Everyone knows that one ill-timed tug on that door mid-flight, if that lever's down, and you're setting off the world's most aggressive vacuum cleaner. We just arrived at my gate. Very fitting for Bali. Let's find somewhere a little more cozy. Now we're talking. It's so irresistible to think of that singular pull of that shiny, rock-hard lever that the whole plane turns into the biggest Dyson on the market. You probably wondered if some overzealous toddler could accidentally yank it mid-tantrum. And finally, we come to the famous Key and Peele skit. Is it illegal to get up and use the restroom during certain times in flight? That if you stand up at the wrong time, whether during takeoff or landing or turbulence, things like this, basically when the seatbelt sign is on, the authorities will be waiting for you on the ground with handcuffs. You'll be led away, head down, all because nature called at the wrong moment. I've been there. In a school bus, after drinking 2 gallons of water because I thought I was going to get drug tested later that day from my parents. Yeah, I think my kidney's still ruptured from it. All right, let's bring some reality in this airplane horror show. So, the strong vacuum in an airplane toilet is due to the need to efficiently remove waste without using much water, because water is really heavy and costly to carry on planes. I'd rather have fuel on the plane than water. So the vacuum system pulls the waste into a sealed tank using the difference in air pressure at high altitudes. This setup keeps the toilet clean. It sucks in all the farts and all the odors while saving weight and space, which is critical for flying. So, yeah, it's loud, but it's not going to suck you into the plumbing system, and much less no chance of being sucked into an alternate dimension. As for the falling blue Roblox from the sky of waste, come on, man. Doing that would be ridiculously stupid for obvious reasons. Airlines don't just want to release waste mid-flight like a giant bird of prey. The idea of a plane just dropping human waste over people or oceans is a nightmare scenario for anyone below. Airlines would be drowning in lawsuits. So, rather, planes store waste in tanks that get properly emptied on the ground. Blue ice is an incredibly rare occurrence, although it happens, where a small leak freezes on the outside of a plane and it falls to the ground. More than disgustingly likely, the only thing falling from the sky is my sanity after a long haul flight. And the cabin door, absolutely no way the cabin door is opening mid-flight, even with the lever pulled. At cruising altitude, the pressure between the inside and the outside, the difference of those pressures, is pushing the door closed from the inside. So it's pushing it out, making it almost physically impossible for it to fly open. I gotta double check that fact. Unless you get as pissed as the Hulk, which is understandable, the door isn't going anywhere until the plane is safely on the ground. But please, do not pull that big juicy lever. I know it's tempting. Lastly, using the bathroom mid-landing or takeoff. It's not illegal. Sure, the flight attendants might ask you to wait during takeoff or turbulence or even scream at you, which they do. But no one's slapping handcuffs on you for needing to piss. If they ask you to stay seated, it's to keep you from flying headfirst into the beverage cart or the ceiling of the airplane, like from Key and Peele, not to enforce some imaginary bathroom law. So there you go. You can flush away. You can stand up when you need to take that piss. Actually, don't do that. But yeah, relax. Your airplane isn't some flying disaster waiting to suck you into the toilet hole. And don't hate on the food.